Alright guys, so how's it going today? So, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, so I moved some of this snow here more, because I just didn't feel like I was going to have enough room. Oh yeah, and it's also, I believe it's also Christmas Day, if I remember correctly, so yeah, I'm making a video on Christmas Day, but that's alright, it's not going to be going up today, probably, anyway. So, the only reason why I'm making a video now is because this is the nicest it's been in quite a while. It's actually, it's 30 something out, but with this gentle breeze we got going here, it's about 20 something. Looks like something fell. So that's kind of the reason why I'm making a video, because it's not that windy, it's not that cold out, and yeah, so, but that's the reason why I'm making a video. But I don't know when I'll get around to posting it. So, here's this stupid thing fell. I don't know why, but it did. I need to get rid of that too. It's just junk. So, yeah, what's going on now? Well, I pretty much that big snowstorm that was supposed to come. We kind of didn't really get anything out of it. We did get some wind. It was pretty windy mid-afternoon, kind of. But then it was windy most of the night. Like, it's so nice out. That guy had his window down on his pickup. It's freaking crazy. It's not that warm out, but I think he's smoking a cigarette too, so. But yeah, so, yeah, I mean, this is all from the last snowstorms that we had. It did blow pretty good. Like I said, the winds were pretty good. And I think any snow that was blowing around, I think that was all just the loose shit that was already on the very top of the snow. As you can see now, it's clear out and the sun's out and whatever else. So, yeah. So that's, I'm kind of, the worst of it, I mean, we were supposed to be in the worst of it. That's how they had it on the map. But we were in for a winter storm warning, which I think is pretty much the worst thing that you can get. Can't get any worse than that. So, but then they, I don't know, we kind of didn't get it. It kind of looked like on the map, the worst of the snow went more east, went more out that way. We were only supposed to get it anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches. I think we got probably 1/2 inch to less, because it wasn't really snowing that much. Yeah, so any snow that I did move after that storm was basically just drifts from when it was drifting over. So I didn't really videotape any of that, because it was just 5 minutes and I was done. Because I was just pretty much just cleaning up drifting that goes on. So, yeah. And then, of course, out in the hayfields, well, that's out in the open, so that pretty much just blows straight through. There's nothing even there. So, who knows, right? Who knows? So, but I don't know. It's, we haven't had a nice day like this in quite a while. And, I don't think it's going to last either. But if it would stay like this, it'd be nice, but I doubt it. But yeah, so I mean, we didn't really get that much for snow. I mean, I don't know what else to say really, because yeah, it was definitely windy, but I still don't think we got any. They were saying wind gusts up to 65 miles an hour. We were supposed to get the worst of that wind from what the map showed. Again, maybe it gusted 40, 45 max. I don't know, it wasn't really that bad. So, Now, if you lived out in the middle of nowhere, yeah, the winds are always going to be worse there. But, I'm in town, so I got plenty of trees and stuff to slow us down, to slow the wind down. So it's not really a big deal there. But regardless of how many trees and shit you have, you're still going to get blowing snow and drifting going on. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what we got for snow. We didn't really get a hell of a lot, which I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain about it. I don't know how much more snow we're going to get. I think they said in a few days there's another chance of snow, but I don't know how much. But I don't know. We got hit pretty hard with a deep freeze there too with that when that snowstorm came through. She got very cold. It got down to minus 32 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that would be in Celsius for you Canadian people, but minus 32 Fahrenheit here. There's that damn gunshot again. I'm hearing gunshots. That's the second time now I've heard that. So somebody's still shooting something. It's over there. Huh. Yeah, deer hunting season's over with, so I don't know what the fuck they're hunting now. No wonder why that seems so freaking close to home. Trying to listen. You usually don't hear it for a while, but I'm like, what's that in my yard now? Oh, that's my mother didn't notice that. That's Mother's windsock. Why she didn't notice that? That's fucking weird. This is the old windsock that Mother had. She got a new one, but she put the old one in the back of the house. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So that's what's going on. There's no snowstorm now, but now I'm hearing gunshots everywhere. So now I was out in the field earlier and seen a pickup truck out in not gonna really say out in the field. They were along the side of the bridge, but I don't know. I wish they would do it again so I could hear it, because that sounded way too fucking close to the house. And then to do it twice in a row like that. Yeah, I don't know. Wasting your guys' fucking time, but yeah. The other thing that's going on is another thing I want to talk about, because I keep forgetting to talk about it. It's just about the money from the Trump, or from the government. That money. Well, they were only going to do $600, and Trump's not liking that, so Trump's going to, I think, try to fight it now, which is just going to delay it all the more. I know a lot of people are arguing about that, and then there's some people that are saying stupid shit, like, oh, so even $600 is too much. well, you know what? You might be rich, so you don't need the money. But, there's a lot more people that are a lot poorer than us. And, yeah, we could use more money. That's him. So, yeah. Sure don't know where the hell the damn gunshots were coming from. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do about that money thing, because Trump wants to get it up to 2,000, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, I don't know. It's, I'm trying to listen for gunshots, but I just, because that sounded like it was way over by the fucking farm. And if there's somebody illegally hunting down there, I gotta know about it. So, but like I said, I came out earlier, and the only thing that I seen that was fresh from today was a snowcat trail. And the pickup trucks that were going along the bridge, they were from yesterday. Sometime yesterday is when they did that. So, but they just went along the bridge, so I just figured it was probably bridge inspectors again. They were doing their thing. So, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know what the... See, another thing, too, that kind of pisses a lot of people off, too, is that Trump's on vacation for Christmas. But he was going to go to Florida. Well, most people that go to Florida, they're going there to golf. I don't know if he's got family down there or not, but he's just probably more or less golfing. But I don't know. He said he was still going to work regardless if he was down there or not, which, fuck it, you're golfing more than anything else. I think somebody even said, too, that he was golfing. He's golfing more than he is being president. So, I don't fucking know. See, another thing, too. I'm going to have to go for another ride, I guess, later. Here a little bit. See if I see another set of tracks, but I don't know. It sounds like it's right out in our field. That's what it sounds like, but I was out there earlier and didn't see anything. But I don't know. So, and if there was actually a thing called like control deer hunting, I think, like say the state was going to do it, or they were going to hire somebody to do it, I think they'd be telling landowners about that. Now, they wouldn't tell me directly because my property is in town, but my grandma's farm is over there, and she would get the papers before I would, so they would tell her, I think, first before telling me, or they would just strictly tell her. That's usually how that would go. But yeah, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that Trump money. They said that they were gonna airship it on a jet to Florida so Trump could sign it. Well, he's kind of pissed off about that because the amount is too little. He says it's actually disrespectful to our country, I guess. And there's just some other stuff going on too. And then apparently the government said that they don't have the money to do it. But yet they were sitting here telling everybody how they're donating money to other countries, to support them. Well, fuck them. Take care of our goddamn selves. We should be top priority, not other fucking countries. I'm sorry. I understand that you want to help other countries, but don't you see too that we're in our own little crisis right now? Like we have the virus. So let's do something about it. instead of being a dickwad and just fucking sending all our money to other countries, which is not necessary, by the way. I don't care what the hell you freaking say in the comment sections below. I'm sorry. We should be thinking about ourselves, not thinking about other countries. We have our own issues to deal with. And yes, giving everybody $600 is a punch to the nut, because now for me, there's people like me that get money coming in monthly anyway, regardless of what's going on in the world, because my money is a different type of money. My money doesn't come from working. This comes from being in a serious accident back in the day. So I'll get money no matter what. But the thing is, there's people that are in a worse spot than me, and they need all the money they can get. So $600 for me, the way they base it on how much money you make too. So I make basically very little. So I would still qualify for that money no matter what. But the thing is, for me, $600 would be just enough to pay off maybe a couple of bills, and that's it. For a lot of other people that are in a lot worse spot than me, $600 would do fuck all for them, because it's not going to be enough to pay for food. It's not going to be enough to pay for bills. It's not going to be enough to pay, enough to buy Christmas presents, even though Christmas is over with now. It's Christmas Day today, but whenever you guys see this video, it might even be on Christmas. I don't know. Depends on how the hell I feel like messing with it or not. But it's just the fact that, $600 is still not enough. And I do agree with Trump that, people should get $2,000, or at least $1,200, to make it a little more fair. But the government, or, it's either the government or whatever, I don't fucking care. They don't want it. They say that they sit there and say that they're broke. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. You ain't broke. You're just money hungry. That's all that is. It's just money hungry bullshit. See, this is where the government is so fucking stupid in the head. The government tells us to go work for our money, to get a job, like 99% of the Americans do here. They all work, to pay for bills, pay for food, put gas in their cars, and to get Christmas presents for their kids and grandkids and whatever else. So, but yet now, since there's a virus going around, companies are not really allowed to be open. So people can't go buy stuff. They can't pay their bills. People can't work. So how do you expect people to get money? We're not allowed to work, and you're not allowed, and you're not willing to give out what we need to survive for a month. They're not even giving us enough to survive for 1 month. To keep my house running for 1 month, it takes roughly $1,000, maybe $1,200. It takes to keep my house running for 1 month. Okay. So, yeah. That's it. And that's just for, living for 1 month. That's not, including the rest of your life. So, that's just 1 month. And $600 would pay for fuck all. You'd be able to pay for food. That's it. And now it's getting to the point where people are most likely going to get kicked out of their homes. They're going to get kicked out of their apartments because they can't pay the bills. And the government just does not fucking care about that. So therefore, there's going to be 10 times more people homeless now, probably even including kids. They're going to be homeless as well. And whatever else, but yet the government does not care. They don't care about us. They care about their own pockets. See, here's the thing with the government and the Congress and everything else. They already have it made. They have millions sitting in the bank account, so they have nothing to worry about. They could lose their jobs because of the virus, and they'd be okay for at least probably Well, if they just bought what they needed, like food, and paid their bills, they would be good for at least 5 years probably. If not, maybe closer to 10 years. Because they have tons of money in their bank account, Whereas people like me and people that are in worse shape than me, they have nothing in their bank account. So they just don't care. And they don't make sense. They want us to work for our money, but yet they're not willing to give it out when we're in a crisis. You either have to let people go back to work and let them work, or you have to be willing to give out the money. There's no not giving people money and then expecting them to pay their bills. It's greediness, and the government doesn't care. I don't know what Congress would do, and the government and all those other high-end fuck faces out there. I don't know what they would do if everybody just moved out of this country. And here's another thing too. Now, people that I think that have kids, they're going to get a little bit more. Probably not by much. Probably 1,000. That's what I'm guessing, because they're money hungry. So they're going to keep as much money as they can. But the thing is that they're thinking about giving immigrants money. Which are the Indians, Mexicans that are not here legally to begin with, and everything else. But they're going to get tons of money as well. And that's bullshit, because they don't do anything for this country. You look at the Indians. I don't care about the Indians. They live in our country for free. We pay for their meals. We pay for their vodka, because all they do is drink and breed. So we're the ones supporting them, but yet somehow they still magically get money every month. And that's actually been going on for years. But it sounds like they're going to get some of this government money as well. Just because they have to deal with the bullshit that we're dealing with, but yet we get treated like dog shit. That's literally what it is. We Americans are getting treated like dog shit, and that's not right. Car horn going off. I know a lot of people were saying that too. That it's not right. It's not fair, and I agree with that. If you're gonna give everybody money, it all should be the same. It shouldn't be more one person gets more than the other just because they're an Indian or whatever. We have money. The government sits there and says that we don't. Well, your first problem is that you keep giving our money to other countries. That needs to stop, by the way. I know there's a lot of people saying too that needs to stop, because the other countries don't like us anyway. So why we're even giving them our shit, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. That's just the way it is. But I would like to know what the government and Congress would do, and all these other, fucktards out there, if we all just packed our bags and left and moved to another country. I don't know, Canada's sounding pretty good right about now. I'm thinking about moving to Canada. At least in Canada, I would get fucking treated fair. Even though some of the rules there, the laws that we have here, they have over there in Canada, they're a lot more stupider than here. But, at least I would get treated fair, and I would get money monthly. Whereas here in the U.S., I've only gotten that government check once. Out of this virus would have been here a year now. I think in April, I think is when it came. So, and April's not that far away now. It's literally right around the corner again. So, it would have been exactly a year now that this virus has been here, and I've only gotten this check once. And I know it's the same with everybody else too that has signed up for it. They've only gotten the check once. And that's actually kind of, extremely stupid. And it's selfish. The government the government doesn't care about us. But yet they sit here and they threaten you with fucking shit. They threaten that if you don't pay your land taxes, they're going to take your property from you. Even though it's supposed to be my property, I paid for it with my own money. It's in my name. I mow the grass. I maintain everything here. So it's mine. It shouldn't be the government's. I didn't... See, when I pay land taxes, it's basically just like paying rent. So, in other words, I'm just renting my land. It's the same thing with the farm, too. It doesn't matter if it's farmland or in-town property. It's all treated the same way. You pay taxes on it yearly. You're just renting it. You don't actually physically own it. You know. And if I wanted to build a new shop, now you have to pay to get a permit. And many years ago, they were free to get, to build a building on your property. You still had to get a permit, but back in those days, it was free. Now you actually have to pay, I think, like $100 or something for them. And that's just stupid. See, anything to just grab money. And then the price of gas, well, gas is actually kind of cheap right now, but gas has gone up, quite a bit over the years, and food prices have gone up quite a bit over the years. Buying land has gotten more expensive, and yet somehow we're still supposed to pull money out of our ass to pay for everything. Because now this coronavirus is just the icing on the cake. We're at the lowest that we can get right now at this point. And Trump does not fucking care. I don't know who the hell thinks he's the best president in the world, because he's not the best president in the world. I know that he's trying to fight for it, but you know what? When you fight it, you're delaying it. And if you think about it deep down, $600 is better than nothing. At least you can, buy food and maybe pay rent, so you could at least keep your apartment for another month, But it's just the fact that, by him fighting it all the time, it's just delaying it, But then they were also talking about that they wanted to make this supposedly a monthly thing now, where no matter what, you get $600 a month. Well, I doubt that we'll get it. I'm so tired of hearing about this money bullshit. How about just say fuck it, let everybody open their businesses back up so everything can go back to fucking normal, and then people can go back to work, start earning their money, and they can start paying their bills. It's ridiculous. And then here in Minnesota, restaurants and bars have actually been opening back up, even though we're still in a closure thing where you're not allowed to open. Well, here's another fucking thing, too, that pisses me off. Small businesses like family-owned restaurants and bars, small businesses, private businesses, whatever, we're not allowed to be open. But yet Walmart, Best Buy, and all these other places, they're major companies, but yet they're allowed to be open. There's still the same amount of people going in each building. It doesn't matter which one. There could be 100 people going in Best Buy an hour, and you could be getting, another 100 people in a small restaurant within a couple hours, or even an hour. It doesn't really matter. You're going to get the same amount of people in those businesses regardless of what happens. The coronavirus is spreading because it's going to spread. It doesn't matter what you wear as a face shield. The masks don't do anything. I'm done wearing them. I haven't worn them for about a month now, because they don't do anything. I think that the virus is, it's going to eventually get to the point where it can't get anybody sick, because everybody's going to become immune to it. So it'll just be another virus around, and we'll be able to fight it ourselves. So the vaccine's probably pretty much fucking useless, because I imagine, that's already going out now, but I think that the virus was already starting to kind of do a drop off a little bit, just a few weeks ago, because the number count here was getting lower. I don't know what it is now, because I haven't heard anything about it in the last couple of days, but it's just the fact that, the virus isn't going to be around forever. It can't. And if it is a yearly thing where it's going to be around forever and ever, we are going to become immune to it. That's just how our bodies are designed to work, So you can pretty much fight it off yourself. Yeah, you're going to get sick, but you got to get sick before you get better and before your body can figure out how to fight it. So that's why you get sick, because your body's fighting it off. So whatever, I don't know. So like I said, I don't know what they're going to do with that money bullshit. I mean, so here's another thing too. Congress even said too, that no matter what Trump does, they can overrule him and they can say yes or no on this. And they already said no, that they're not going to do whatever Trump wants to be done. So then why do we have a president if the president doesn't get final say-so in it? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Supposedly, Congress and the really high-end judges and stuff, they're the ones that get final say-so in this? Well, then why don't they just become president then? Having a president like Trump or any of those type of presidents, that makes no sense. There's no reason to that then. There has to be one top dog that overrules everything. And that is supposedly supposed to be Congress and the high-end judges. Okay, well then they're the president of the U.S., not Trump. That's how I see it. But it is what it is. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I know. I agree with a lot of people that $600 is nothing. It's not going to do any of us any good. But that's just the way it's going to be, because that's how greedy the government system is. Do I agree with that amount? No. I think people should get at least $1,200 or more. The first time I got that check, I got $1,200. But I put that money into Big Red, my four-wheeler, to get that fixed, because I have money of my own coming in. And no matter of how bad the virus gets or not, that money's always going to be coming in to my bank account. So I'm set for life. I don't have to worry about that. But, there's people that are in a worse spot than me. So I'm more concerned about them than I am actually myself, because I'm okay. I got money coming in to pay my bills and buy food and do this and do that. So that $600 that I supposedly that I will probably get, like I said, I'm just going to make that investment towards a couple of bills that I have, just to get rid of them. So then I owe less people less money, and I can actually put even more money into my own bank account, So, but like I said, there's people that are way worse than me. They don't even have an income coming in because they can't work, because of the virus. So, but yet somehow the government expects us to pay our bills, and some companies, might be willing to work with you because of the virus, but there's a lot that are getting set up with it, because they're not getting paid and they want their money, and a lot of that are like apartment buildings, because they're going broke too, because they don't have any money coming in, because people are not able to pay their rent. So then therefore the building owners are not able to pay the bills to keep that building going. So in other words, if they keep everything locked down like they have been, there will be billions of people homeless, and there will be 20 million less businesses running because of this. Because nobody can pay anything. But yet the government doesn't understand that. They don't care. I think they understand it. It's just that it goes in one year and it goes out the other year, and then they say, fuck you, you can deal with it yourself. Well, the only way that we can deal with it ourselves is we have to be, at work. We have to be working. We can't be sitting here, staring at a blank wall all day long, So that's just where they don't make any sense. They just can't grasp it, they just can't see it. Because they have blinders on to the world. They don't see reality. They've never seen reality because they don't live reality. They live like celebrities. And celebrities don't care about fucking nothing. They have billions and billions of dollars. So if they get a speeding ticket for going 120 and a 75, they'll just pay that ticket and they get to go home tonight, So, but us, it's prison time with us. If we get caught going 125, actually there was a guy not too long ago, probably a couple years ago, he went down that highway over here. The speed limit there is 65. It was 55 for a lot of years, but they upped it now because of less accidents. So they were allowed to up the speed limit a little more, but the speed limit there is 65, and there was a guy that was going 125 on that road, and he's just an ordinary guy. And now I think he was on drugs. I think he was drunk, but I think if he was sober and he did that, he would still be going to jail. But if a celebrity did that, they would just get a speeding ticket and a slap on the wrist, and you get to go home as a celebrity. Well, I'm using that same theory towards the Congress and the high-end judges, because they're the ones that have tons of cash to, because just, they can use money as ass wipe, as toilet paper, but we can't, because we need that money to go buy actual toilet paper and food, So, but, Congress and high-end judges, they have money. They have tons of money. But ordinary people like me and everybody else in this fucking town, we are scraping, to get by. We're trying to save money just so we can carry that money over, to the next week just to survive another week. There's just no, from the Congress and the government and whatever the fuck else it is, they have no respect for us. Well, see, here's the thing. I think maybe I have two theories, and I think this is what we need to do. One, we all just need to get out of this fucking country, go move to another country. If I actually physically do leave, if I move because of this bullshit, I'm going to Canada. So Canada, get ready, here I come. That's the place I'm going to. I ain't going anywhere else. But I think if we all packed our shit up and moved to another country, this country would fall apart even more because there's less people here now, and there's just, there's just less money here. So, there's a snowcat over there. But I just don't think that they care. They just don't want to give out money. But they want us to, to go work for our money. Well, we're not allowed to work. Go open the damn businesses. And we'll be fine then. Everybody will be able to go back to work, regardless of the virus. So, fuck it. And another thing too, I just got done watching another YouTuber. He's actually a farmer, but then him and his daughter run a hardware store in town. And his hardware got closed because supposedly nobody was wearing a mask, which was false. He can't wear a mask because he actually does have a health problem where he can't breathe very well. So therefore, he's not required to wear a mask. But his daughter is fine, so she can wear a mask, and so can all the people that come and go. Well, supposedly somebody made up a rumor or something, and it shut his business down. The cops came, served him some paperwork, said, you are not allowed to work until you can prove this and that and that. Well, now he's fighting it, so, because it's false, But it's just ridiculous, You're shutting businesses down, especially the small guys that probably already have a hard time making it as it is, but you're not shutting down Walmart or Best Buy. You should be shutting down Walmart and Best Buy because they're the ones that have tons of cash in their ass to pay their bills regardless if they're open or not. Because technically the Walmarts and the Best Buys and those big major companies, they're all owned by one fucking guy, and he's top dog and he's rich. So he can pay to keep their lights on. You know, even with them being closed, he can do that. They can do that. But when it comes to a small time company, you know, like a private or a small hardware store or local businesses, you know, home, whatever the fuck it is, family-owned businesses, you know, they get shut down right now. You know, that's how that is. It's like, go fuck yourself. You know, it's just ridiculous that nobody can, you know, they're just, I don't know, they're just so stupid. They sit there and boss us around, but yet when we try to make money, because they won't give it to us, you know, then we have to freaking fight for it. So, and then we get shut down in the process. So, again, makes zero sense to why they do that to us. But they're fucking stupid to begin with, so what do you expect? But, I don't know. I don't agree with any of it. I think it's all horse shit. You know. Let people work. Let the businesses open back up. Let them work. Let them make their money. So that way people can go back to work and work to pay their bills. And you know what? Well, here's the thing. I guess this is where I was kind of going with it, but I forgot. Like I said, if we moved out of this country, everything would go to hell. It would be 10 times worse than it is now because there's nobody here besides aliens and the Indians, because they're here anyway, but they get to live here for free. So is it a possibility that if we all left, that they would try to force the Indians to work just a little bit, you know, maybe? I don't know. Probably not, because they're Indians and we stole their land, apparently. So, but you damn well know that they never have to work a day in their life. They get to sit at home, knock their wives up 60 billion freaking times, and get to drink 10 gallons of vodka a day. When us white motherfuckers and black motherfuckers, we all have to get up and go to work every fucking day. You know? It's like, what the fuck? Just because you're a fucking Indian and every goddamn thing else is fucking... Probably even some... the Mexicans, they're actually kind of more willing to work. They work for farmers a lot of the time, but it's just, you know... We're paying for that, you know? Especially the Indians. You know? That's where our money goes to as well. It goes to the Indians. Well, how about kick them out of our country then? You know? If they're not willing to work for their shit, then they should go. Why should we have to pay for that? I'm just saying. That makes zero fucking sense. You know. I don't know. It's always been that way, and it probably always will be. But that's just how it goes. You know. That's just how it goes. Actually, if you think about it, the Indians get a pretty damn good life. I wish I had a good life like that. I bet you everybody wishes they had a good life like that. Have to work 0 hours, but yet you get a check coming in every month to pay those bills. Or wait a minute, maybe they don't even pay for bills. No, maybe not. Maybe it's us. I think it's us paying for that. So they basically just get to sit there and have the lights on all the time, you know, and they get to have that vodka coming in all the time for free. We're the ones paying for it. So, but whatever, getting kind of off topic. But you know, you know where I'm going with this subject, you know. So it's just, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with what they're doing with the money thing. I know that Trump wants to give us more, but Congress already said that they're not going to. But Trump's going to try to fight it. But and if Trump doesn't sign it, then it's going to be delayed until, I think, after January now sometime. I think it's actually January 20th when it happens. When the next round would be if Trump doesn't sign those paperwork. And from what Mother tells me, she don't know if this is true or not either, but apparently if Trump does want to sign it, he has to go through 5,000 pages of paperwork. And I don't know if he has to sign every page or just read it or what, but yeah, right. Trump doesn't do any reading. You know, he just has all his guys do it, and then he signs the very last page, you know, to make it look like he read it. Because he's too fucking stupid to read anything. He probably doesn't even know how to read the ABC book. So, and the ABC book's pretty goddamn easy, you know, even for a 2-year-old. And he's fucking almost 80, so the ABC book should be no problem. But I think he's having a little bit of a difficulty reading that. If he's having a hard time reading that, he's going to have a hard time reading a 5,000-page fucking stack of paperwork. So, don't know if that's true, though, but just saying, if it is, you know he ain't reading any of that. But for that $600, I don't hold your breath to that. Because they've been promising that for the last, like, forever ago. And they said that we were supposed to get something before Christmas. That was an epic fail. That never happened. And now we probably won't even get to see that check at all until January 20th. I think it was around there. But then by then, Biden will become president. And from what Biden says, he says that he's passing the bill if Trump don't. So, well, Trump's only got a few more days, and his presidency is done. You know, he's no longer president. It'll be Biden. So, then therefore Biden, you know, he said that he would pass that bill regardless. You know, I know $600 isn't a lot, but you know what? Deep down, it's better than nothing, you know. The main thing, I guess, is just to pay the primary bills and then get food if you can. And, you know, but what's surprising, though, I'm really not, I'm blown away by this. Crime has not gone up. Like, people are broke. They need to eat. But nobody's sticking up any joints. Nobody's robbing a Walmart. Nobody's stealing anything. Like, that's mind-blowing in the brain, because nobody's stealing anything. Now, $600, yeah, a little less money there. So then, yeah, you're going to be a little more tempted. But, you know, it's going to happen. I'm just shocked that it hasn't gone up since then. But, you know, it'll happen. But then, you know what? You can't blame the thieves. No. Don't do that. No. Don't be blaming the thieves. You need to blame Trump. And then Biden, if he doesn't pass the bill, but he said he was going to, so you could probably rule out Biden, and then Congress and everybody else above that. Those are the people you blame. Us, motherfuckers, have to survive. You know, but yeah, they won't give us money, so what do you expect us to do? Somehow just magically survive for 4 months with not eating? I don't know. You tell me, but I don't know. I don't think you're going to do it, so... It just sounds like a fucking shit show is what it is. You know, so... But that's just my 2 cents. I just think, you know, I think the government can give it out. They just don't want to because they're money hungry. They only care about themselves. They care zero about us. So, you know, they don't. They don't care about us. You know, so... I don't know. But that's just how it is. But I don't know. I guess we'll just see. Hopefully 2021 would be a better year, but I don't know. I can tell you right now, ever since Trump became president, we've been going down. And there's a lot of people that are going to disagree with that. They're like, oh, we've been going up. I don't see any evidence of us going up. I only see evidence of us going down. We're going down to the crapper. You know, so he hasn't done this country any good since he was president. I haven't seen nothing. So, I mean, unless I'm missing something, but I haven't seen shit. So, but it is what it is. So, yeah. I do apologize for this long video, but that's how it is when I'm ranting. Because I don't like how the government is treating us. I don't like anything. You know, let's remember, America, there's more of us than there is of them. So we could overrule them easily, break into their houses, steal all their fucking shit, pawn it, make a few bucks. You know, there you go. or go straight to Congress and be like, yeah, we need more money than this, you fucking idiots. We demand more fucking money. If you're not going to open our stores, you have to give us more money then. If you don't want to give us any money, open our businesses back up. Let us fucking work so we can pay our bills. End of story. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off because I'm done ranting and it's cold out. So I'm getting cold now. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.